Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. David Van Camp is out today. We'll explain coming up in a few minutes. There's Scott Robbins.
It's one of the more relatable things we all have done, probably, at least once. And it's one of the harder things we do. So anyway.
Yeah.
We'll get to the whole thing coming up.
You know, and you're not feeling great today. We're all like getting over this cold stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of passed around the studio here the last few days. And usually when one of us gets it, the other one gets it as well. That's
Except we both came in with it last week.
Yeah, I did. It was a tie. We both came in, yeah.
But
I think you got it worse than I did, though.
Oh, yeah, man. That kicked me this time.
Yeah.
Voice is coming back, but...
I'm sleeping better with the NyQuil, too, at night.
As much as I'm tired of this cold bug thing or whatever,
yeah.
I think I'm more tired of the drug boat story.
It's everywhere. It's still everywhere. And again, I don't know what more we're going to glean from any of this, right?
Oh, the pressure, though, to release the second video of those shipwrecked survivors clinging.
Well, Trump said they're going to, right? He said that.
Well, he said it, but then he said, well, it's up to Pete.
Oh, okay.
And so now that's contention. I mean, that was the whole focus. Well, I don't know if you heard ABC today.
I did not hear ABC today.
Does anyone really want to? Well, if you want to.
Now to the intensifying questions about the strikes on a suspected drug boat that have been called a possible war crime. Lawmakers are pushing for the video to be released, but President Trump...
Well, they always are. A possible war crime. Okay.
Well, you got to throw that in there.
And yet you can find Democratic senators and congresspeople. Yeah, it appears to be a war crime, blah, 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 blah. And then the legal experts and narco-terrorists and deeming them terrorists. That blows all that, well, out of the water. But they go on.
Earlier back-released video is now reversing course. Rachel Scott questioned the president about that. She joins us now. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. And this is a reversal for President Trump. Just days ago.
And then they just repeat the same thing once they get into the story.
This morning, President Trump reversing course, now deferring to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on releasing the full video of the September 2nd strikes on an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean that killed 11 people, including 2 initial survivors. Mr. President, you said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says...
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
You said that you would have no problem releasing the full bit. Okay, well, Secretary Hegseth...
Whatever Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
But just last week, President Trump said he had no problem making the video public.
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
So far, the Pentagon has released 22 videos of strikes on alleged drug boats.
And then it goes on from there. So now it's, well, he said they released it. Now they're saying, what are they hiding? Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, you could pretty much figure from what he said before, that's the way they would play that. Because he gave him a little there.
Yeah.
James!
Hey, dude.
No, he did. He did. And I just,
one of the things was, it was off the cuff.
Well, it was.
When he was saying, as he usually does, when he's doing the back and forth, I think there'd be no problem. I don't think there'd be a problem.
Right.
Okay. And I think, what is it? What is your opinion? That even though they had every right to strike again, and Admiral Bradley said, yes, you got to take out the boat. The boat's not taken out. Boom. There's your double tap. And those things happen all the time. But if the actual video of it, it could look bad as far as just people formulating the opinion. And you know, legacy outlets, they will run it nonstop.
Hey, man, if your political party wants to side with drug dealers, fine by me.
Well, they will.
I mean,
they are.
That's what I mean. I mean, that's my point, I think.
Yes.
I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, okay, go ahead. See if you can sell that one. Because I got a feeling, and I haven't seen any polling on this at all, but I have a feeling, I suspect, that people are like, hey, man, it's a war. We've declared war on these drug dealers. This is what's going on.
It's over 50%.
And we're looking at this, and we're thinking to ourselves, there's going to be collateral damage at some point. There just is.
Of course.
There is in war. It happens all the time. Now, you know, again, I don't think these guys they wanted to make it fishing vessels before, right? Just a bunch of guys out fishing. Just no big deal. That's what
fishing boats.
They're feeding their families, you know. And one of the great memes I saw today was Tony Montana with a rod and reel and like 100 pounds of cocaine in the back, saying, just out on a fishing trip.
Well, it's hilarious. Well, one of the main arguments from the left is to say they're not even going after the main guys.
No.
But when he starts talking about, maybe land is next. Oh, my gosh. Whoa, we can't be doing that.
It doesn't matter if it's the main guys or not. I mean, if you're transporting drugs and you're caught doing it, yes, you may end up dead. Now, that's the deal.
One of the funny things about that exchange that ABC had between Rachel Scott and Trump is there was more to that exchange that they took out that I don't know if you heard or not.
No, of course not. Nope.
Okay, listen to this. This is, and you'll know what parts they took out.
Are you committing to releasing the full video?
Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that it was
You're
up
the
to
most
Secretary Hicks.
obnoxious reporter in the whole place. Let me just tell you, you are an obnoxious, a terrible reporter, and it's always the same thing with you. I told you, whatever Pete Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
Most obnoxious. Yeah, they took all that part out, which is kind of curious to me. Because, I get it on one hand. They don't want to just show the Trump, going after her and stating that she's horrible. But for their own purposes, and most of that audience, wouldn't they, lap that up? Because a lot of them hate Trump. See, he's mean.
No, they'd love it.
He's mean to the female reporters.
I almost
he's
think
mean
leaving that in would have benefited them, yes.
That's what I would have thought, too.
I would have left it in if I'm them. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So the whole two survivors clinging to life, that was the whole deal with Kristen Welker on NBC with Tom Cotton, the way she set that up.
He saw that video. He said, quote, "It looks like two classically shipwrecked people." Other lawmakers who saw the video said the two men appeared to raise their arms, potentially to signal that they were trying to surrender.
They were sitting or standing on top of a capsized boat. They weren't floating helplessly in the water. And Kristen, I don't think it matters all that much what they were trying to do. It looked at one point like they were trying to flip the boat back over, presumably to rescue its cargo and continue their mission.
Shipwreck survivors. It's just Gilligan and Skipper out there.
Yeah.
Professor Thurston Howell and the rest they already got taken out by the first strike, but they were clinging to life. And as Skipper was saying, little buddy, boom, and there went the second one.
Trying to build a phone with a coconut.
Yeah, it was. It's sad.
Very sad.
So they're going to keep throwing that one out there.
Yeah, of course.
They're
I've heard that one a few times, yes.
Trying hard to ignore what is one of the biggest fraud stories in the history of the country out of Minnesota.
You're absolutely right about that.
The more we find out.
This could be, we're on the precipice of history here. This could be the largest fraudulent taxpayer-based fleecing ever in the history of the United States of America.
Was supposed to be feeding kids.
Right.
And it was padding these people,
right,
mostly Somalis, to the tune of millions of dollars. Homes,
maybe
cars, going back to the homeland.
Yes.
The terrorist organizations.
Yes.
It's wild. And, of course, whether it's the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, or the council people, it's the same tune. Well, Trump's just racist and xenophobic. That was that one council person that was saying that crap.
Obviously, everyone knows that our president is racist, xenophobic, Islamophobic, and we are going to fight that.
Of course.
Based on what? You're going to fight what?
Him just coming after it and sending ICE to Minnesota.
You're going to fight an investigation into defrauding the taxpayers out of $1 billion?
Because
that's
they're
what
used
you're
to,
fighting?
Well, from what you hear from local news in Minnesota and people locally there, yes.
Oh, gosh.
The threats of being called racist, Islamophobic are always in play. You better let these people get away with what they want to get away with. I mean, that's, been allowed to happen for quite a long time. That same guy, that same council person,
guy,
back in 2021, when it was first being brought up, like, hey, this looks like fraud right now.
Yeah.
Same tune. Again, 2021.
When I heard that MDE took this step to really stop feeding the kids in the middle of pandemic, my office had to do something. But I'm one of those people that push back and call it what it is, which is racist tactics.
Yeah, it's just racist. It's racist to call us out for our fraud.
That's wearing awful thin when something you disagree with is deemed racist immediately. You're defrauding people of money. You're defrauding people in the state who really need that money. I mean, God. And you defend it.
Yes, and just allowed to happen.
Kids are going to starve. There we go.
And now that ICE is there, and they're looking, and you're going to make an arrest, and then, people are saying it's a kidnapping, it's crazy.
Call 911. Call 911. They're doing kidnapping. That's illegal. Leave him alone.
No, they're here illegal. That's why they're getting picked up by ICE.
It really is an upside-down world sometimes, I'll tell you.
It's just been allowed to go on.
Really upside down.
And there'll be a whole lot more that's going to come out on that later. As far as David Van Camp today, he's out.
Yeah.
One of the cats had been sick for a long time, and it was one near and dear to David. And if you've listened to the show for a long time, maybe you've recognized the name Dexter, the cockeyed cat.
Cockeyed cat.
Yeah. You'd joke about him a lot. He kind of rescued that cat as I remember it.
Yeah. Poor kitty.
Yeah, he would run into walls and stuff there for a while.
Yeah.
But nursed him to health as good as he could be. But he had been struggling over the last few months. I remember, what was that, 2 or 3 months ago?
We thought he was going to die then. Yeah.
I thought, he may have to take the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they discovered the cat had passed.
Yes.
And he's got little kids.
Yes.
And the little kid sees
the dead cat.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So, as the story goes, your kids are upset. Everybody's upset.
I understand that. I get it.
I get it. So they go to drop the body of the cat off, and his daughter, who is 6 now? 6 or 7, something like that, dropping it off at the crematorium. And the daughter just looks at the person and says, "That's Dexter. He's dead. Like, really dead."
Is there any other kind?
Kids are so freaking funny sometimes, man. It's one of those heartbreaking things when you lose a pet. There's no doubt about it. But when the kid's like, "He's dead. He's really dead."
We all love our animals.
No doubt about it. Okay, much to get to. A lot of stories popping today, and the 5 stories we're watching today coming right up. Nothing beats seeing that Omaha Steaks cooler show up on your porch. It's hands down the perfect holiday gift. Right now, they've got their Sizzle All the Way sale going on, 50% off everything at omahasteaks.com. And if you use our promo code Markley at checkout, you'll get an extra $35 off.
I'm a huge fan of all of their steaks. The filet mignon is my absolute favorite. It's awesome on the grill. I always get that perfect crust on the outside, and the inside stays nice and juicy. And, well, in my case, I like it basically still mooing. And I can do that very easily with Omaha Steaks. Ordering super easy, too. And if you place your order by 6 p.m. Eastern, it ships the same day.
Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Just visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Markley, M-A-R-K-L-E-Y, at checkout. Terms apply. See the site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code Markley.
What do you give the person who's always at their desk? X-Chair. This holiday, give next level comfort with X-Chair ergonomic seating. Dynamic variable lumbar support and SiFloat Infinite Recline has your back. X-Chair elevates work, gaming, projects with everyday comfort. During the X-Chair holiday sale, you can save up to 50% site-wide. Don't wait. These deals won't last. Visit xchair.com and save up to 50% today. That's xchair.com.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day. That's cvshealth.com/investor day.
All right, the Markley, Van Camp, and Roberts Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp is out today, back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins. It's time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, Scotty, what you got? Hello.
What do I have?
Yeah. You want me to do it?
I was assuming you were doing it, but that's
I can do
okay.
it.
I can fake it here if you want me to.
No, I got 5 things here.
And
Just messing.
I can toss some things in the air.
I thought this was actually kind of cool, and we'll have more on this in a bit. Daily Wire investigative reporter Luke Rosiak, we've used a lot of his stuff over time.
Yes.
Is going to testify to the Senate as an expert on what he calls the government's longest-running, largest, and most corrupt DEI program.
Holy smokes.
And it is...
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. It's something. It's the Senate Small Business Committee overseeing the Small Business Administration and its government-wide minority contracting program. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Which should be illegal.
Well, we've heard about this for a long time. I mean, in actual practice.
Yes.
Yeah, and, the thing is, DEI is, in my mind, DEI is dead.
But it's not.
But it just changes shapes. It shifts into something else.
Yes.
Although the tenets remain the same. And I don't understand because I want a success story or two out of this.
We'll get to some of the details of that coming up in a bit.
I want to hear about this. Yeah.
Story 4, Paramount now pushing back on this whole Netflix wanting to buy Warner Discovery.
But they are.
And Paramount chief David Ellison saying, hey, Trump, little help here on the side. Trump had already said, well, Netflix buys Warner Discovery. Boy, that's how much market share are they going to have? Mm-hmm. And he says, and I will be involved in that, which has people on the left absolutely
it's a
freaking
little
out.
Funky. Yep.
Story number 3, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, has declared the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE a terror group under Florida law.
Yep.
I don't blame him.
No.
Foreign terrorist organizations, which would bar state agencies from providing any material support to either group, directs law enforcement to monitor related activity. Of course, there are screams of Islamophobia.
Oh, yeah.
Which you're going to have.
He's so bothered by that, though.
Yeah, it's really going to cause him to lose sleep at night, isn't
hurts
it?
Him, yeah.
Yeah. Story number 2, Nick Sordor versus Portland, a $10 million lawsuit, and also a DOJ probe over press freedom. Mm-hmm. That from Jeffrey Mead.
Yeah.
So back on October 2nd, Nick was covering a protest outside of Portland's ICE facility, filming clashes between demonstrators and federal agents. And I think we all saw, assaulted by an Antifa-aligned protester wielding an umbrella. He defended himself, then disengaged, approached police, arrested anyway. So the DOJ Civil Rights Division, under Harmeet Dillon, which by all accounts, she's doing a great job, opened an investigation into the Portland Police Bureau over possible bias and selective enforcement against right-leaning journalists.
Oh, boy.
So it'll be interesting to see where all that goes.
Yeah, we got a couple of irons in the fire there, huh?
Very much so.
I had a friend of mine a few years ago. I remember talking to him about mergers and what's happening out there. And he said, we're all going to end up working for Disney eventually.
Oh, with that?
Yeah, with all of it, with the world. They'll just own everything.
Story 1, $1 billion project for the airport pull-up bars and play zones, sparking the health versus nanny state fight as Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. unveiled a $1 billion federal grant program to make U.S. airports more active and family-friendly.
All right.
Pull-up bars, workout stations, and structured play areas in terminals. Redesign waiting spaces to encourage movement, stretching, and light activity, and push airports to phase out ultra-processed foods and stock healthier options.
But get liquored up before that.
Yeah, you always go into the bar before you
Absolutely.
Because it made you nervous.
Yep.
The rollout went viral. Duffy and RFK Jr. did an on-camera pull-up contest. Who do you think won?
RFK Jr.
Yeah, he banged out 20. Some would say he's not going all the way down there on that. But still.
He's got jeans on and he's 71.
He works out in jeans. It's something, man. Duffy managed 10.
Well, it's not terrible.
No, that's not bad at all. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Okay, what's your big story today? What's the thing that's got you all up in arms?
I got something coming up here, and I think it's a pretty big story because you've got 3 top Democrats all running for the U.S. Senate with the same tired, out-of-gas messaging that the party has used for decades now, just over and over and over again, asking people to vote for them, and they'll probably win.
Really?
Because it's a state that usually does not if you got a D behind your name, you're probably going to win. So,
all right.
Anyway, we'll get to that because I just want you to give it their new ideas.
Okay.
For us, okay.
All right.
There you go.
Also,
that's my favorite.
There'll be more on the whole small business DEI programs. I think some of this will blow your mind. And around to What's Your Story coming up right here. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley. David Van Camp's out today. He's back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins.
Hello.
Mentioned from Daily Wire and the Morning Wire, Luke Rosiak is a reporter. He's broken a lot of stories.
Really good reporter, yeah.
He's going to testify to the Senate. It's coming up tomorrow as an expert on what he calls the government's longest-running, largest, and most corrupt DEI program.
I love this guy. I look forward to this because we're finally starting to get to the nitty-gritty of this. We're holding actual hearings.
Yes.
On the effectiveness of this and what a waste of time it's been and money.
Well, he tells the story, like 15 years ago, he was sitting in this cafe doing some computer programming. He got offered a job out of nowhere. Said a well-dressed black man was sitting next to him and noticed that he was programming in C++ and that he needed to hire some people quickly for the computer programming company he owned. Rosiak said the problem is I was coding in a different language that looks nothing like C++. I'm not a computer person, so I don't know what that is.
What that means either.
Said I tried to figure out how he owned a computer company and didn't know that. He said it was an 8 contract from the government and that he just gets contracts and then finds people to do the work. Luke said it struck me as this is a pretty poor way to run the government. I'm not even a professional computer programmer. I just dabble in it. But for all I know, he was ready to hire me to build some sensitive government system. Said, anyway, instead of taking the job, I dug into this program, and what I found was more or less exactly it's how it works. And so the question to him is, okay, well, how exactly does it work?
Well, if you're a racial minority, the government can give you a contract without trying to find the best price or the best person. More than 5% of all federal contracts are reserved for these special companies that have pre-designated minority or disadvantaged status. And you look at the women-owned companies, I mean, a lot of times it's really just a man who has a company and he puts the company in his wife's name. I mean, there's not really any way to prove otherwise, and they probably got a shared bank account anyway. So it's almost impossible.
Well, and time out there. Remember, when Doge came in, it's like, we're canceling all these contracts.
Yes.
And legacy media is like, that doesn't seem fair to just cancel these contracts. A lot of them were bogus like this. Way overpaying and not the best people. Anyway,
it's almost impossible to police. The program was created way back in 1978, mostly to help black people. But now we have a much more complex ethnic situation in America. And you have a situation where, for example, people from the country of India get preference for contracts, even though they have a higher median income than white people. And they're overrepresented, obviously, in fields like IT, which, by the way, didn't even exist prior to civil rights. But, you know, one of the things I'm going to tell the Senate is that the scandal here is a little different than people might think. I mean, it is a DEI program, but really what it is at its core is it's a loophole exploited by the government and big corporations to circumvent competitive bidding.
So that's going to be the part that I think could be a surprise to people. So in the interview, then the next question is asked of him.
All right, so your position is that the government wasn't being tricked. They were actually in on the grift.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they just wanted to get money out the door to a regular firm quickly without doing the paperwork. And so this minority contracting program was a convenient mechanism to do this. But the problem is we have competitive bidding for a reason. I mean, is steering money to particular firms with no sort of assessment of whether it's the best price or these are the best people to do the work.
And to interrupt, you hear the left all the time. Crony capitalism. Got to do something about the crony capitalism.
Yeah.
We want to have our own cronies.
Yes. If it's we're not really cronies if they're ours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, we're doing good.
Right. Because
Because they're minorities.
They're bad on the other side, but good on this side.
Yeah, there you go.
This is like something out of Russia. It enables corruption. And it inflates the cost of everything because you have these middlemen skimming off the top. But, we've all kind of known that this has been going on for years. I mean, it's really a swampy thing where both sides were looking the other way. Native Americans, but also Alaskan natives can get even bigger contracts with no competition. And so for years, the head of appropriations in the Senate was a Republican senator from Alaska. And nobody was allowed to point out that this program was just being shockingly abused.
It's unreal, man.
Of course it was being abused. Yes, it was allowed to be abused. There was no downside to it.
And this goes back to the analogy you've used I don't know how many times in baseball. You don't call out the other pitcher for doctoring the baseball because your guys do it.
Exactly. You cover your own fanny. No. And you curry favor with the people who may call out otherwise, see? Because you may piss off somebody and they're going to call you out on something else and you're being dirty and you don't want people to know about it. So you just, you keep placating them so they don't call you out. I mean, I was always under the assumption, again, it's so naive.
Yeah.
So many times when you talk about government contracts, you always heard about government contracts and people vying for government contracts.
Yes.
Whether it was road crews, whether it was low-income home builders, whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
They vied for it. And they brought the same materials to the table. Maybe their labor was a little less, so they got by a little cheaper.
Right.
But maybe the skill level wasn't as high, so you had to hire, but it was a competition that was taking place.
Yes.
And the best man won, generally speaking. But all of a sudden, you're just going willy-nilly like, no, we need to do this.
Yeah, this person here.
Yeah, because we got to be fair here. We got to be equitable without one care in the world about the work, what's going to happen with it, how's it going to hold up, what the process is. They don't care.
Because they feel good about themselves.
Exactly. They go to cocktail parties, people go, nice job, Johnson.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Golly.
Yeah, it's something.
Good for this guy. I can't wait to see it. I mean, they're going to go after him, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
Be called a racist and everything else. I'm positive of that.
That goes with the territory.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. All right, I know it's time. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. Scotty, what's your story today?
3 top Democrats that are running for U.S. Senate in the great state of Illinois have detailed some of their plans. They're the Democrats. Krishnamurthy Raja is the guy's name. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton and U.S. Rep. Robin Kelly are the most well-known names. By the way, they're going to replace Dick Durbin, who's been there since Moby Dick was a guppy and has decided that perhaps maybe he'll take his old flabby fanny and get out of town. So here we go. Here's their plans, all right? The federal minimum wage has been $7.25 since 2009. Each candidate supports raising it to $15. Almost double what it was. Of course they do.
That's good for small business.
And they also are supporting the concept of Medicare for All, which would establish a single-payer government-run health insurance program that all Americans would have access to.
Okay.
Straight to. We move on. Establishing a national free lunch program that would provide all children at least one free meal every day. Also, U.S. government agencies to promote expert policies that would help smaller family farms across overseas markets. This includes the lunch program.
Hold on.
Also, they will.
Don't some of these places also have the free breakfast program?
Yes, they do, as a matter of fact. We'll also push for antitrust legislation that targets grocery stores. This is a big thing because Raja has fought against the merger of Kroger and Albertsons. That's his claim to fame right now. And finally, plan for establishing a minimum tax on people. Now, guess who they're going to go after, Jamie? Now, keep in mind they're Democrats, and this is new thinking here.
Okay.
They're going to go after those with a net worth of $100 million or more. God, here we go. Also, calling for the most aggressive tax hikes and cuts by proposing raising taxes on people earning more than $1 million annually and providing a corresponding tax cut for middle-class people. Again, why won't this work? Because if I have over $1 million, I'm not hanging around. I'm getting out of here. I'm taking my money and going elsewhere. This is what always happens. This is the same tired, out-of-gas proposals that have been going on in that party for decades. Good luck.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Golly.
Feels good for you, doesn't
It's just the same time. Yeah, let's let government run entirely our medical. I'm sure that'll be fine. That'll work out well.
Yes.
I'm not saying you don't have to take a look at what's going on with medicine right now because it is out of control. There's no doubt. Health insurance is nuts.
It's the whole thing's a scam.
It absolutely is. But the government running it, talk about scam.
Yeah, it'd be worse.
Holy smokes.
For my story, you might remember last week, it was a day that David happened to be out. And I brought up this positivity influencer from Australia, and you're like, what a
right.
What that guy is. Whatever,
Yeah.
Positivity influencer.
Right.
And I'm like, well, he saw this guy, this 88-year-old guy in Michigan. He couldn't retire.
And it was a nice story. It was one of the great stories, yes.
Ed Bamus.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, yeah. And then you felt like garbage for ripping this Australian positivity influencer.
It's just the name positivity influencer, I suppose. That's the
Yeah. Well, and the story was Ed lost his pension when GM went bankrupt.
Yeah.
His wife got sick and passed away.
Terrible story.
Went back to work and tried to pay off over $200,000 in medical debt.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So over the weekend, he found out how much people donated to this GoFundMe.
Over $1 million, right?
Yeah, he can retire.
Oh, yeah.
$2 million.
Well, geez. Really? Wow.
Yes. There's some audio. Do you want to hear?
Yeah, I do want to hear.
All right.
This may be overwhelming, but we do have a little surprise for you. So if you would like to come with me, I want to reveal that this is one of the largest individual fundraisers in GoFundMe history. If you want, you will be able to retire because we've raised you $1.77 million.
Cannot express in any words how thankful I am to all the people.
Isn't that awesome?
It's a great story.
All because this no-good jerk positive influencer, as you called him, wanted to do something for this guy.
Well, how much did the government help on that? Was there?
Zero.
No. You mean some guy just did it on his own? Went out there.
Just said, hey, man, we should do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice. Right.
It is a nice story.
No gun to the head, none of that. That's good. All right.
And the way you went right into that story.
I feel better now.
Yes. I thought so.
Yeah, thank you.
There's still, you got to remember, with all of the fraud and all of the nastiness, there are great people still in this world.
There are.
All right, news update and Nimrod's in the news. Coming right up.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
All right, folks, let's face it. It's that time of year again. Holiday parties, tailgates, family gatherings, and somehow your plate is piled higher than a dagwood. Heavy meals, desserts, booze. Your liver's basically sending an SOS signal right about now. Help! Feeling sluggish, bloated, digestion all over the map? Yeah, that's your liver waving the white flag.
Well, in addition to moderation, Active Liver from New Nordic can help. It's packed with all sorts of stuff. Turmeric, milk thistle, globe artichoke extract, all natural stuff designed to help your liver clear out the toxins from alcohol, rich foods, and sweets. Think of it as giving your liver a little vacation while you're keeping up with the holiday craziness. Grab Active Liver online at Amazon, at Vitacost.com, iHerb.com, or hit up CVS, Meijer, or ShopRite. It's available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies. Get your energy up, digestion sorted out, and you're ready to crush the holiday season without missing a beat. Active Liver from New Nordic.
You deserve a chair that works as hard as you do. X-Chair. X-Chair ergonomic seating is built to move with you. DVL technology adapts to support your lumbar. SiFloat Infinite Recline lets you lean back and relax. X-Chair gives you all-day comfort and productivity. Save up to 50% during the X-Chair holiday sale. But hurry, inventory is limited. Visit xchair.com and save up to 50% today. That's xchair.com.
All right. The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. David Van Camp's out today, back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins.
Got some great stuff going on in sports, going right down to the wire. You got football. Man, I'm telling you, there's so many teams that are still in it. Basketball's being played now. The NBA's on fire. Hockey's out there. So this holiday season, get the vibes going on Prize Picks and snag $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks, super simple. You just pick 2 to 6 players. You choose more or less on their stat projections and watch your lineup light up the holidays. And now they've added something called easy payouts. This is a big deal, too. So if your lineup comes out swinging, you're able to cash out before the game's even over, maybe. Don't miss out on the action this season of Prize Picks. It's always good to be right, you know. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MVCR on Prize Picks. $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. So win or lose, you're going to get $50 in lineups just for playing. That's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
Okay. You tell me what you think after hearing this.
Okay.
This was on the Conversation podcast with Dasha Burns. She's got Randy Weingarten there.
Okay.
You know, big teachers union head honcho.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
You tell me, is she blaming Trump for schools not reopening during COVID?
No.
You tell me.
Oh.
If that's what your takeaway from this is. It's like 30 seconds. And
I do wonder what you think, like looking back to that tumultuous period of time. Do you think that teacher unions and Democrats have done enough self-examination in the role they played in pandemic school closures? Like, were there mistakes made?
Yeah, of course there were. And there were mistakes made by everyone. There was huge mistakes made by the Trump administration to not be clear, to not focus on safety as they were focusing on reopening it. Reopening became political, not became something that we all should have prioritized.
what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Should have prioritized safety instead of reopening, and it became political. And we should have reopened. I don't understand what she meant at the end of that.
She's talking about McGurkin. Man, that's McGurkin all over the place. I have no idea.
It's like I thought at first she was saying he was just like, open. I don't care if y'all die.
Right.
But then, all right, let's hear the end of that again.
On safety as they were focusing on reopening it. Reopening became political, not became something that we all should have prioritized.
It became political instead of something we should have prioritized. Well, that's on you.
Well, of course it is. Yes. You did all of this.
But you didn't focus on that. That was the whole problem.
And then it was HVAC systems, then it was something else. It was insanity. I'm telling you, man, we're going to see the cost of all of this in about 5 years. You're going to see the start of it, particularly in the education system.
Are you talking about the kids falling behind?
Yes, where kids lost
Scotty,
2
you're
years.
No. You're already seeing it. Already.
You know, I forget
it's just 5 years.
I forget it was
the kids in college. Oh,
yeah.
If you listen.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
To different studies, universities, and where the kids have been historically, academically, and it had already sort of fallen. It went off a cliff.
It's remarkable. It really is. It's so damaging, and what you did was so damaging.
Oh yeah,
you're a bad person.
Well, and
you're one of the worst people.
Think about all of the research that came out about the masks, how ineffective.
Well, yes.
And she would go on there and say, Iowa and Texas has it wrong.
Right.
Where they should be masking. No.
The idiocy.
And that was terrible for the little kids.
Oh, my God.
Kindergarten, first grade.
Kindergartners with masks on crying.
Oh, yeah. Being yelled at, get your mask on.
Right.
Horrible what we did to the kids during that.
It's all, what we did to adults was awful too, but really kids is terrible.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the news. We go to Canada. 57-year-old guy there. And this is right on the Michigan border. The town of Sault Ste. Marie. Okay? He's facing charges for using his snowblower to assault another person with snow.
Oh.
Guy apparently using the snowblower when he got into some sort of argument with this person. And then he intentionally spun it around and sprayed him with snow.
Jeez.
How soft is this? Cops said the person wasn't hurt, but wanted to press charges. So they arrested the guy for assault. We're just spraying snow on him. Wasn't icicles, it was just
snow.
He's due in court February 9th, and that's Nimrod's in the news.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp out today. Back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins.
Yep.
Okay. I know as far as the news cycle goes, the left wants to keep the drug boat out there for a while.
Yep, the drug boat.
And that second strike is a possible war crime.
You know, I had one of our listeners just send me a note today.
Yeah.
You know, the big rub here is that there were 2 survivors, right?
Yeah.
And those 2 survivors were blown up on a second shot.
Yes.
That went into it, right?
The double tap.
The double tapper is what they call it.
Mm.
So anyway, one of our listeners sent me a note today, and then it's kind of interesting, saying, hey, you know what? What would have happened when we went in and killed Saddam Hussein if we'd have wounded him? Would we be allowed to shoot him, keep shooting until he was dead?
Well, of course, you would keep shooting him until he's dead. I guess the pushback from the left on that would be, well, that was a different operation. This was just supposed to take out the boats and the drugs, and we have rules when we have shipwrecked survivors.
It's not a shipwrecked.
I know.
I mean, but
the mission was to take out the boat.
Right, exactly. And take out the people that were with the boat.
And it wasn't accomplished.
Right.
So then you have the double tap, which is used all the time. Used many times during Obama's reign, and no one had a problem with it. That gets brought up.
Yeah.
So that's one of the stories out there, as we also mentioned. Not a whole lot from legacy media on the crazy amounts of fraud in Minnesota. And there's going to be more details that come out on this, but to a large degree, the Somali community. But apparently we're not even supposed to say that because that makes you xenophobic, racist, and Islamophobic.
This is, in my opinion, perhaps one of the top 5 biggest stories of the year.
Yes.
I mean, when you're doing the year-end stories, this is so big. This is so huge. $1 billion was stolen.
Yes.
In taxpayer money.
And the way it was stolen.
Yes.
People think it's going to feed children.
Yes.
Or help kids with autism.
Right. None of it did. Or small
And you're
percentage.
taking millions of dollars to enrich yourself.
Yes.
And then sending it back to the homeland.
Well, you're buying property in the homeland.
Yes.
You're buying cars. You're buying, whatever.
Getting in the good graces of Al-Shabaab.
Well, yeah. Buying politicians.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was part of it as well.
It's
real. It stinks to high heaven.
Oh, goodness, yes. But.
And how Walz is going to skate around this, and Jacob Fry and these other idiots. I don't know how you do that on your watch. I don't know how you do that.
No, the DOJ's involved.
Try to maintain you had no idea these things were going on?
No.
And if you did, you didn't stop them.
Heard an interview yesterday where it was being talked about that the tentacles of this thing go everywhere.
Oh, I would think so, too. Yeah.
Like as far as the federal government and absolute corruption. So keeping an eye on that for sure.
Amazing.
By the way, Ilhan Omar, I don't know if you heard this on Sunday, talking about Stephen Miller, White House advisor.
Yeah.
in basically charge of the deportations.
I'm guessing she doesn't like him very much.
And border control. He's a Jewish Nazi, apparently.
He is?
Yeah, I think that, according to the brilliant Ilhan Omar.
When I think about Stephen Miller and his white supremacist rhetoric, it reminds me of the way the Nazis described Jewish people in Germany.
Okay, if you're conducting that interview, then you say, well, obviously he's Jewish. You know, you want to clarify? Right. Well, and then she would say whatever nonsense. Margaret Brennan? No, just yeah. I know exactly what you mean, Ilhan. It's just disgusting. Not surprising.
It is. Sometimes I got to laugh because I'll cry because I thought they were off the Nazi thing and now they're back on the Nazi thing.
Oh, I don't think they've ever really went away from it.
Well, it wasn't forefront as much as it used to be, and then it comes roaring back because it never.
Oh yeah,
you're right. It probably never really left. It was just hiding for a while. You got to drag it back out there again.
It's insane. And then you have different people. What? Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, Trump. It's always something, and we need to fight. That's the whole message from the left. You got to fight.
Trump's government is just one betrayal of the American people after another.
Oh yeah.
Trump and the Republicans are telling them just to eat dirt. It's time to fight back.
Okay.
You're such a fighter, Liz.
Yeah.
You're in every fight. Every time you speak, there's some fight you're into or involved in.
Queen of the war dance.
Just really.
Yep. Gritty competitor.
What a warrior. What a leader.
Yeah. Well, and people are wondering, is she going to make another run for president? Okay.
I hope so.
It doesn't have a prayer of winning.
I know, but it makes fun for us, our jobs.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it much more fun when Liz is out there yapping.
Well, I did see some new polling. And again, it's polling, and we're so far out. But as far as the Democratic Party, younger voters, Gavin Newsom looks like in a bit of a lead there.
Again.
Okay. Who else is there?
I think the best candidate is probably Josh Shapiro. But I'm not even really sure he wants it. And if he does want it, he hasn't made a lot of noise saying he has.
But here's the thing. He's Jewish.
Well, he's a Jew. That's a problem. Yeah,
that's a problem now for the left.
Strike one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that may keep him away. I mean,
it might.
That's what everyone thought was the reason Kamala kept him out of it.
But in terms of a national temperament, he seems somewhat normal compared to the nut jobs like Gavin Newsom.
I would agree with that.
I mean, he seems almost like a sensible centrist.
Yeah,
so
and the party,
I don't know if
there's so many in the party that don't want that.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
they rage
they want
against
to
the
fight
centrists.
her. They're going to fight him.
Yes, and
call people Nazis.
Gavin Newsom, he's talking about he's sick and tired of these people that just suck up to Trump. You know, the powerful people to gain favor, like soccer, FIFA. That drove him out of his mind. Oh, yeah.
Even FIFA came up with this peace prize. How humiliating for that organization that they did that. How humiliating is for foreign leaders.
It is humiliating. Not like he hasn't brokered peace all over, but whatever, Gavin.
To give the President of the United States a crown. Is that a metaphor? Is it a prophecy? How embarrassing it is to watch some of those powerful people in the world, the most well-connected and wealthy, sell out because of Donald Trump.
Yeah, and he'd never do that. He's a fighter. He's gritty. Yeah. And then you got Queen Fighter that's running for Senate now. That was announced yesterday.
Yes, it was. I am so happy about that.
Jasmine Crockett.
Yes.
She has a message for people.
Now, there are those that say, ain't no way, we done tried it 50 kinds of ways. Let me be clear, y'all ain't never tried it the JC way. We used to telling us what I can't do.
Hold on, JC, not Jesus Christ? You mean it's Jasmine Crockett now? That's the JC way? Okay.
What's with the street stuff?
A lot of people think that at least in her perception and her team, that's what the people want. Even though she went to the privileged private school, that going ghetto is where it's at for her. Oh, yeah. She's street, Scott. Come on.
But they have no idea what Crockett's crew will do.
Crockett's crew.
So I just want to be clear for all the haters in the back. Listen up real loud. We going to get this thing done.
We're going to get this thing done.
Yeah.
Scotty.
All right. Good. I love it. Please run. Please do it. And run a long campaign. I saw the opening ad. Have you seen the opening ad?
That's all Trump?
It's all Trump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saying Crockett?
Yeah.
She's the leader of the party?
And she's
Low
the leader of the
IQ,
party.
yeah.
Yeah. Over and over again.
Yeah, that whole bit.
I don't know how that's effective either.
We'll see, man.
They ain't never seen nothing like me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, if you just look at it like... Sometimes I have to tell myself, don't be irritated. Just
right, exactly.
enjoy the entertainment
Enjoy the
part
ride.
of it
Yeah,
and watch the failure.
Yeah, it just implodes the party even further. Yes.
It's true. Oh, man, I haven't heard this yet. And it seems like, boy, it's been over 10 years now since the heartbreaking separation of Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
The conscious uncoupling.
So sad it ended that way. I thought they were going to be forever.
I remember when I brought that story up to you. It's a long time ago. Yeah. And I said conscious uncoupling, and you're like, what?
Oh, I know. They just create words and...
Yeah.
I mean...
yeah.
She's a kook, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And he's probably not much better. I don't know. Only know him through the music of Coldplay.
Yes.
Which I marginally like, some of it.
You liked some of it in the day.
Some of it I do, yeah, I'll admit that.
The reason I bring this up at all is their son Moses. He's got a band.
Okay.
The band's called People I've Met.
People I've Met?
That's the name of the band, People I've Met. Yes.
Do you have any sampling of Moses' music?
Apparently they've released a new song called Promise. I have not heard it. Do you want to enjoy it together?
Well, I think we should. I mean, this is, after all, this is...
all right, I'm going to seriously try to open mind.
Okay, me too. I'll go into it with a very open mind. This is, I mean, he's got, genetically speaking, he's got some good genes, I mean, in terms of performance.
Who's the father?
Dad's Chris Martin, right?
Oh. You mean from Chris Martin. I thought you meant there was a different dad.
No.
Oh, you're saying he's good. Okay, got it. All right, here, I'm joking. Anyway, you're going. Okay. All right, I can't do it, dude. Can we just start over? I'm done. Can you just be honest? Have you had enough?
Yeah.
You probably like it,
No,
at least a little.
It's not very good.
It's hard for me. It's just not my style.
Yeah.
It's kind of like his dad, isn't it?
I was just going to say, it sounds like a Coldplay outtake or something.
Usually the kid doesn't sound like the pops.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Julian Lennon sounded like John Lennon.
Vocally speaking.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as the
no.
texture and everything
No, right,
behind
yeah.
it, the whole
Yeah.
soundscape
This
is like
very
Coldplay.
atmospheric-y.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
thing also consistent, it does not rock. What?
Well,
can you argue with that?
You got a point there.
It doesn't
Yeah.
rock.
Yes.
All right, that's all. 1 in 7 Americans will have more than one Christmas tree. Is that unusual?
A little bit.
You don't have more? You have one? Or...
We're supposed to have 2, but I don't know. We'll see. No, we don't have one up yet.
Okay. I didn't think I'd ever be this person. I like 2. Here's why.
I don't mind 2.
At one point in time, we got a tree that was a little more elegant,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks a little fancier. We got the downtrodden tree that we got, what was it? I think we were engaged. Thing's over 30 years old. But that's where all the kids, like, their little picture in the Christmas tree ornament thing.
Absolutely.
We got, like, I don't know, 9 or 10 of those, and that's where that goes. That's the one that's got heart to me.
Right.
So I don't mind putting that one up.
No. I mean, it's all ours is still in the box right now, but
yeah,
it'll be out eventually.
Is it mean if I call the other one the pretentious tree? I don't do that at home. I'm asking.
The Chris Martin tree?
Yes. That's the Coldplay tree. Right. Who wants that?
Exactly.
All right, we've got to get to an update and the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead. You've got all that Christmas shopping done, right? Or maybe you're like most of us thinking, I'll just get it done next weekend until there's almost no time left. Well, it's crunch time, and last-minute shopping is no fun at all. But there's an easy gift you can get without battling the crowds. It's a digital frame from Aura Frames.
Yeah, my parents definitely love these. I can share photos of my 2 little kids. It's way better than using a shared photo album on the phone, because with an Aura frame, not only is it a part of the home decor, they don't have to go rummaging around the phone to see where the pictures are.
And for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. Named number 1 by Wirecutter. Just use the promo code MVCR at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code MVCR. The deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames will sell out fast, so order yours now and get it in time for the holidays. Support us by mentioning Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day. That's cvshealth.com/investor day.
Yeah. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. David Van Camp is out today, back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins. Hello. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Story number 5. Wow. This is kind of a wild one. Just saw this a second ago. There are 2 brothers in Jersey that have been charged in threats to kill a Department of Homeland Security official and to shoot ICE on site.
I saw this story. This is unbelievable.
Terroristic threats against Kristi Noem's top public-facing deputy, including alleged vows to, again, shoot ICE agents on site. One brother also facing unlawful weapons possession charges.
Yeah.
The Fox story says this comes amid a reported 8,000% increase in death threats against ICE personnel.
Wow.
So there'll be more on that coming out later. Wow. Story number 4, new report reveals that former President Biden was told he could have stopped illegal immigration, but chose not to during his tenure in the White House. They're calling this a shocking report from the failing New York Times, saying that Biden was warned while on the campaign trail before he even assumed office that some of his immigration policies would lead to political chaos. And then that's exactly what happened.
Of course.
There are plenty of people that think this whole story is nothing but a load of hooey, that they're making it up to make it look like there were some reasonable Democrats in his ear that were trying to tell him at the time, when all it was around him was saying, no, we're going to do open borders. Look at who he brought in, the likes of Mayorkas and Kamala.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
So that is out there. Story number 3, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, has declared the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE terror groups under Florida law, which would bar state agencies from providing any material support to either group. Also directs law enforcement to monitor related activities. And it cites the Brotherhood's historical ties to Hamas, CARE's roots in Brotherhood-linked networks, and CARE's role as an unindicted co-conspirator in the 2008 Holy Land Foundation terror financing case. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him for that.
Nope.
Story number 2, Nick Sordor suing Portland, a $10 million lawsuit. And there's also a Department of Justice probe over press freedom, which talks about is, the Portland Police Bureau having bias and selective enforcement against right-leaning journalists.
Mm-hmm.
May have a case there.
May have.
And then story number 1, it's just kind of fun. At airports, a $1 billion federal grant program to make U.S. airports more active and family-friendly, including installing pull-up bars, workout stations, and structured play areas in terminals, and to redesign waiting spaces to encourage movement, stretching, and light activity.
What are these play areas?
I don't know if that's for kids.
Like a ball pit, or what is it?
I don't think we're going to be, playing one-on-one hoops.
Weight room? I don't know. I'm not sure.
There might be some weights.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
All a part of trying to make America healthy again, I guess.
You know what? You know how to make it more pleasant? Widen the seats on the planes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to make it more, leave on time. There you go.
Well, again, I don't think they're not saying we want to make you more comfortable.
Well, they want to make the experience more pleasurable, right? Isn't that part of it?
I think it's also part of making America healthy again.
Get liquored up while the kids are playing in the ball pit. Yeah. A good deal.
You already got your Chuck E. Cheese. Why do you need that at the airport?
I guess you want to incorporate that, yes.
I don't know if this will work out or not, but it's an interesting idea.
Why
They were doing
not?
pull-ups. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. And what story is it that's got you all up in arms, Scott?
Well, there are several today. One is the drug boats, of course, because we just can't keep talking. We can't quit talking about it.
Yeah.
And how awful it is, and that's probably the number one story in America right now, as we speak. Because unless you're being impacted.
Well, it's. Would you say it's the number one story with media? It's not with regular people.
Oh, wait, no. Well, yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
I mean, you talk to people all the time. Did somebody come up to you and say, "Hey, man, those poor shipwreck survivors on the drug boat, huh?"
No.
No.
But the people that would say that wouldn't come up to me to begin with. So.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. So
yes,
I'm going to go with that. I got a great story coming up, man.
I feel like I got a really good story too.
Yeah.
Where a doctor is saying RFK Jr. should resign, and the pushback against that is hilarious. Coming up. All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. I'm Jamie Markley. David Van Camp out today. Back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins. What were you just saying as we were coming back here?
I was reading the crawl on Fox. It said ICE says Illinois has released 1,700 plus criminal illegal aliens into the population.
Yeah, there's going to be an investigation.
That's fantastic.
You know why the theory is that this happened? At least one of the theories out there is because if you're going to run for president on the Democratic side, you have to be known as a, quote, fighter. And it's J.B. Pritzker trying to show everybody that he's that fighter.
He's a sumo fighter, but he's a fighter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been a lot written about that. Stephen Cruiser wrote a piece on it.
He's pathetic. He's horrible. He's terrible.
He was writing, there's a lot to dislike about Pritzker.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning with the fact he's one of those obnoxiously wealthy Democrats who don't suffer when inflicting socialist policies on the common folk.
Doesn't care.
Worse yet, his wealth is inherited.
Yep.
So he has no memories of a time when money actually meant anything to him.
Nope.
Kind of like Gavin Newsom, isn't it?
Yep.
But, whatever. Said, it's not like the Dems have a whole lot of policies, but it's this whole thing of being one of the fighters. And he wants to be president. So what, you resist Trump by releasing rapists, murderers, and pedophiles back onto Illinois streets?
Exactly what he did.
As long as they're illegal aliens?
That's right.
Yeah.
He's
so
a
the
fighter.
ICE director, Todd Lyons, sent a letter to Attorney General of Illinois, Kwame Raoul, demanding that the state start honoring federal immigration detainers for criminal illegal aliens, and that the numbers are staggering and disturbing. Oh, boy.
It's
a mess.
He's a horrible person.
And it says the Democrats can only demonize ICE by ignoring the preponderance of dangerous people who've entered the United States via clinically insane open borders policies. And that's why I like when Daily Wire and other outlets will say, okay, let's look at who ICE nabbed this week. And it is It's rapists, murderers,
criminals,
drug dealers, criminals.
Yeah.
And the left just want you to believe, along with media, it's just people, just good-hearted people trying to make a living that have been here for decades.
Well, Marilyn Mann was the poster child, right?
Very much
for
so.
all of that. He represented all of them. Yes. You know, it's Pritzker is so obnoxious, though, so arrogant.
He is
just sickeningly arrogant,
and for no reason.
Yeah, that laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of smug, Jimmy Kimmel got a 1-year deal.
I read that contract extension.
Yes.
I thought they were getting rid of him.
You know what a lot of people believe this is about?
No, I don't.
Because it's an extension. It goes a year. So it's up, May of 2027?
I guess, yeah.
So you give them the boot now, then optics are, well, Disney really screwed over the left and let Trump win.
I guess. It doesn't matter
with Jimmy
if
Kimmel.
It stays or goes. I really don't care.
Yeah. But by doing another year, basically, they can put that off for a while, and then they can talk about how it was a business decision.
Right.
Because the ratings
Got no ratings.
in the tank.
They're in the tank, yes.
It was like a little bit of a boost after he got suspended.
Well, yeah, because everybody was waiting for him to come back. And
curiosity sort of thing.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's
He's
bad.
back doing the same garbage he was doing before.
Yes.
Same guess, same thing, over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw his numbers recently, and just holy smokes.
Yeah, let's see. Roared back September 23rd. Has seen his viewership collapse by a staggering 71%.
Yeah, 71%. That's not an aberration, by the way.
Dang.
Yeah, that's where it is right now.
That's something, man.
Jeez.
Among the 25-54 demographic, drew only 265,000?
Yes.
Which is an 85% nosedive?
85%.
Oh, my gosh.
I know that. Yes, I know. It's like, again, Daffy Duck cartoons will get you that.
Man. Yeah, honestly, that's way worse than I even
85% plummet there.
thought it was.
Smokes.
All right. I know you got a story you're wanting to get to, and I do as well, so let's just kick this in now. We do it a couple of times a day, go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. Scotty, what's your story here?
My story involves a news anchor in Missouri by the name of Carissa Codell.
Okay.
And she works at the Fox affiliate there, and she does the morning anchoring of the news. Now, she is a little beefy. I'll just say that, okay?
Wow.
She's a very pretty girl, but she's got some tonnage. And
golly,
tonnage? Well, I mean, that's the wrong word. But people are nasty and mean when they send in tweets to her or emails to her, right, about her weight.
Worse than tonnage?
Much worse than tonnage.
Okay.
Just terrible things.
Man.
And what she's decided to do now is take these, I don't know if it's weekly or monthly, but she cobbles them all together and reads them on the air.
No way.
Yes, she does. And
it's like mean
here we
tweets?
go.
Okay.
Thicker than train smoke. Don't laugh, Jamie. Chill out, chubby. I feel like I'm not calm. All right, who put a Barbie head on top of the refrigerator?
Oh, man.
Yeah, like Toy Story. Could be the next Toy Story character. Barbie head is nice. It's the refrigerator comment where, we lose it. Y'all know Thickerella is fine. Stop playing.
Thickerella? Oh.
Similar to Thekisha. Thickerella versus Thekisha. Who's winning?
There you go. That's what she does. She just takes them and just reads them on the air.
Do you feel bad for her?
I think she just handles it really well. I don't know.
I don't think
if she
that's the way
feels
to do
bad
it.
about it. Because, I mean, she could feel bad about it, but I don't think she does. I just think she looks at the knuckleheads and the losers that troll and looks at them and just decides to make an idiot out of them. And she does. She takes it and spins it right around. I like that.
Okay. I don't think I'm the only one, and I think I'm doing everybody else a favor by asking this question. What are we talking about here? Are you talking about just kind of chubby? Or are you talking about morbidly obese?
No. She's just... She's
like, what's
chubby.
she comparable to?
She's chubby. I don't know. I can't.
You got to paint a picture.
I can't think of a comparable.
This is an audio format, Scott. Paint
blonde,
the picture.
I know she's blonde.
Yeah.
Attractive.
Barbie-looking face. Okay.
She's got and she's just larger, but not like crazy. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to be nice here.
I know.
I think
well,
she's
you
a
said
very
tonnage.
She seems a very nice person, like a very nice person. She's if you saw her on TV anchoring the news, you'd go, "Wow," because you don't see, generally speaking, you don't see people who are overweight that are doing the news.
So obese.
Carissa Codell is her name, and I would like you to look her up because if you can look her up, then I want your take on it too because I really don't know.
Are you talking to me or people listening?
I'm talking to everybody
Anybody.
listening or anybody.
Okay.
Really, because I don't know how to describe it. She is a larger girl.
Okay.
But again, I don't think she's unattractive at all.
Okay. We'll just make it as uncomfortable as we can. You're a single guy. You date her?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay.
Because I think she's funny as hell.
All right. And it's not, the weight is not that big an issue.
No,
Like,
and there's another
All right.
shot of her here that I'm looking at that she's just built more like a linebacker.
Got it.
I mean, shoulders and everything else,
Got
right?
it. Yes.
So anyway, that's my point. But I like the way she turns it around on the losers that are trolls because we deal with our share of trolls too.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Now, do you think J.B. Pritzker does the same thing?
No.
That was the story just before that one, I think.
He can't even hide it, though. I mean, he could do that.
Well, I think he's on the fat shot. He's lost some, for sure.
That's what I've heard. I've heard he's not as gooey as he used to be.
Well, you've seen him. He's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not an attractive dude.
No.
Part of his personality
No,
makes him
I
that
know,
ugly.
he's just awful.
Well, speaking of health, this is my story. You've got just this regular guy that is a Make America Healthy Again supporter going up against a guy named Dr. Mike. This is one of those episodes of Surrounded where you got people that are sitting in chairs all the way around and a guy in a circle, a guy or gal in a circle that says, here's my take, sort of prove me wrong kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's a little bit of a longer clip, but I think you'll like this
All right.
because this is the doctor speaking first, and I think all the swear words are out.
First-rounded claim is that RFK Jr. is decimating public health and should step down as Secretary of Health and Human Services.
And here comes this guy, right? And he's going to come up and he's going
Hello,
to.
sir. How are you?
Brian.
Pleasure, Brian. Nice to meet you.
So I have a few questions to start with, just because I want to make sure that we're actually debating the topic that you would like to debate. To say that he's decimating public health, are there specific measures that you would like to cover, to talk about, that you believe constitutes the decimation?
Yeah, so...
Before he gets into it, to paint the picture here, as far as this dude that's coming in for the debate, not the doctor, he is a built guy. You can tell he lifts
he
weight.
sounds like it.
And he's in shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do we start? In order to do good public health, in order for me to know what treatments are right for my patients, we need to do research. And currently, the NIH, the CDC budgets for research have been absolutely decimated by billions of dollars. In fact, I wrote down a few of them, if you don't mind me sharing, because I think it's valuable to talk about. So we're not talking in abstract.
Okay.
For research, we've terminated $3.8 billion into cancer, HIV, ALS, and maternal health, important subjects. The entire NIH CDC budgets have been cut in half. We've created an issue where in the Environmental Protection Agency for the Office of Research.
You're getting bored here, Scott. I can tell.
Well,
is he?
I'm
Do you think
wondering
he's
a little bit.
Do you think he's bringing up good points of why?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
If there's toxic pollutants that cause negative health outcomes.
Yeah. Okay.
We've cut the CDC branch for environmental health tracking for lead and water safety. We've canceled NIH diabetes prevention program that ran for 30 years.
Do you think we should have been cutting all this stuff?
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And we've eliminated the Federal Newborn Screening Advisory Committee. So that's just a few of them.
Okay. So considering all of that, before, when we had all of that money, where did that get us? Look at the state of America, of Americans' health, and you tell me that the public is actually healthy. What RFK is doing is he is saying enough is enough, something has to change. And I will say this very politely, but I think that you have to be insane to say more is somehow going to get us out of the current public health crisis that we have right now. Americans are fat and they are sick, and it is not getting better. And taking more and more money and continuing to flush it down the toilet is not going to solve the problem.
Time out.
Well,
all you've been doing has failed.
Right.
And it's costing us a fortune.
I guess when you start talking about the programs that are being cut, we aren't informed enough, or I'm not informed enough. When he says these things, they sound bad. Like when he hit the diabetes thing, my dad was diabetic, a lot of diabetes in my family, yada, yada, yada.
And what's funny is that's the doctor talking.
I understand that.
But this guy, and then he gets into it.
But he's right.
We know what will stop cancer dead in its tracks. We know what will stop all chronic disease dead in its tracks. Do you know what it is?
Lifestyle changes?
Lifestyle changes. The American Heart Association has known about this for years. The most important predictor of longevity, risk of chronic disease, all-cause mortality is VO2 max. So why aren't doctors, why isn't the government creating a public health system that says, you know what, we're going to focus on VO2 max? Because even if we stopped every dollar we had, putting it into cancer research right now, and we took that money and we said, let's get people moving, let's increase their VO2 max, cancer is stopped dead in its tracks. So the question is, when is enough to admit that the system you are a part of has drastically failed Americans?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I understand that. I do.
I think that's the great point. And then it makes me think about COVID at the time.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on to say, listen, if you are overweight, whatever, here's some helpful things. Here's some things you can do. Whatever it is, there was zero paid attention there.
No, I agree. The only thing I disagree with is the cancer thing, I guess, to a certain extent. I mean, I know there are ways to prevent cancer, or should be. But that being said, sometimes people live this great life and it's healthy and all that, and they still get cancer.
Yes.
Babies, children get cancer.
I'll let you debate that guy.
Yeah, I don't want to.
News update at Nimrod's in the news coming up.
Today, I'm here with Amy Rencher, Senior Vice President of Small Business and Talent at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation, or the MEDC, as we like to call it, plays a critical role in really a networked statewide approach to supporting tech-based entrepreneurs and more traditional small businesses across the state of Michigan. This really is a networked approach. We see ourselves as a convener, connector among partners to export resources, helping lift up best practice across the field, align with national standards, industry standards for best-in-class service to entrepreneurs for benchmarking purposes, for access to capital, for other growth-related milestones, hiring for the first time, hiring many people for the first time. All these things help make for a rich entrepreneurial ecosystem for which we're a key player in.
To hear more of this interview with Amy Rencher from MEDC, go to thismorningwithgordondeal.com and click on the MEDC microphone.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day. That's cvshealth.com/investor day.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Yeah, of course, you remember the fad diets over the years, the cabbage soup, the juice cleanses, the baby food, the raw food. They work for a while, but once you stop, the weight comes right back. In fact, by the time most people hit 60, they've lost and regained hundreds of pounds, and you probably had no idea how much damage that back and forth can do. Doctors actually have a name for that. It's called weight cycling.
Yeah, about half of Americans do it, and it goes on long enough. It raises your risk for diabetes, liver damage, even heart attack, some stroke too. Bottom line here is most people need help to stop the cycle, and that's where lean comes in. It's a non-prescription oral supplement and not a GLP-1 injectable. Lean's studied ingredients target weight loss in 3 big ways. It helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. It helps control your appetite and your cravings. And most importantly, it helps burn fat by converting that into energy. So that means you're more likely to keep the weight off. And so if you want to lose weight in a meaningful way, do it at a healthy pace and keep it off, add lean to your diet and exercise routine. Get 20% off right now. 20% when you enter the code MVCR at takelean.com. That's code MVCR at takelean.com.
Okay, Scotty, from your story a little while ago about this reporter, Carissa Codell.
Yeah.
And you mentioned she was bigger. She's an attractive woman.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said that.
You said tonnage. I wouldn't go with that
Well,
word.
that was probably not the right word.
Curvy?
Yes. Okay, curvy. Good idea. Good way. That's a good way to explain it. Yes.
Yeah.
Curvy.
Curvy,
I like that. Okay, curvy. But she is very attractive, yes.
Yeah. Sounds like this whole last segment's been about weight or something. It's kind of wild.
Well, we had Pritzker, we had her.
Well, yeah.
And we talked about weight with lean.
Yes. All right, and now we got to get to Nimrods.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. We go to Florida. This woman, not obese, but drunk. Oh, my gosh. So drunk, she was walking down the street, Marion County, with her pants down.
Oh, no.
Like butt and everything exposed.
Oh, no.
Cop asked her, hey, what's going on? She got combative. Drinking cinnamon whiskey, 75% gone. She was arrested, and that's Nimrods in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay. Jasmine Crockett running for Senate. Some people are saying that's already tearing apart the Democratic Party. Okay. Seems like they're split in a lot of ways already. You got the far left, and then you got some trying to be centrist and common sense.
How much more can you tear up that party?
It's a good question.
Jeez.
You've put money on Jasmine Crockett winning this nomination.
Yeah, I know.
And even possibly running for president.
Possibly.
Said she'd be third in the running.
Possibly.
Within 2 years.
Possibly.
Put big money on it.
If she becomes a senator, it gets even better for me.
You don't think all her time will be taken up? It's just right from winning Senate in the midterms to then boom.
Well, yeah, that's how it happens.
Okay.
When you have no substance.
Got it.
Because your substance trail is little because you haven't been at it very long.
Well, a guy that used to be with the Washington Post, and then, he went to CNN.
Oh, that guy.
Chris Cillizza, doing independent now, was talking about what he thinks Jasmine Crockett's chances are. Not that this is the biggest story out there. It's just kind of funny to me.
If Jasmine Crockett winds up as a Democratic nominee, I will tell you that political wisdom would suggest she's not going to win a general election. We may look back at this day and say this is the day where that opportunity in Texas got a little less appealing. And if Crockett is the nominee, I don't know that National Democrats spend any money in Texas. Whereas I think if Talrico is a nominee against, say, Paxton, then I think they would spend money. So,
whoa. Just knowing this is not winnable. Why even waste the money?
Yeah, we'll see.
You know what would happen if they gave her no money?
Yeah.
Then there would really be infighting because there would be claims that the party would be racist. Better believe it.
Of course.
So this could be a tough day for Senate Democrats' chances of retaking that majority. I think she is probably a slightly better than even odds chance at being the Democratic nominee, and I think she has a under 10% chance of winning the general election.
Under 10%. But he likes her chances because you got to bet with Van Camp on this.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, it's name recognition alone helps. And I got to believe her name recognition is the highest of any of the three of them that are currently running.
Well, yes, because she'll go out there and say whatever to get attention.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've got this edited well enough.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it was like a super hits.
Everybody on the button today?
Don't worry about it. It'd be fine.
Somebody get on the button. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, different people put together montages.
Yes.
I think Megyn Kelly, her crew, might have put together this montage.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your ass. We're going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like.
Oh, yes, that's fresh.
I forgot. Yeah. Haven't heard that one before. This is what democracy looks like.
And if you heard her like 5 years ago in a different context, I mean, as far as her delivery, is pretty run-of-the-mill. But she does get a little more street, as they say.
Does.
Yeah, she's...
This ain't it.
Because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
And then she tried to say I wasn't talking about him being in a wheelchair.
Well, sure you were.
Of course you were.
Just own up to it.
Gee whiz.
Donald Trump is a piece of okay, we know that. He is. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
What?
Not only are we going to punch back, but we about to beat you down.
Yeah.
I just wish that the Republican Party would have some civility. Name calling. That's such garbage. Somebody like her running off at the mouth all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gotta like that.
And a designated, nut job.
Yes. So you got that going on out there. Saw a piece at The Spectator saying, yes, Europe's civilization is being erased.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Alarming. Just from that piece a little bit, last week the Trump administration expressed its fear that Europe faces civilizational erasure. It was a 33-page national security strategy that outlined Trump's worldview and how America will respond economically and militarily. The sentence that caused the most reaction in Europe was that if the current trends continue, Europe will be unrecognizable in 20 years or less. Those trends are mass immigration and what conservative French commentators call the Islamification of Europe.
Yep.
And if Europe does not address these trends, the Trump administration predicts the continent's civilizational erasure. And there's been a lot more talk about this just recently. And it was on Daily Signal podcast, Victor Davis Hanson, who we have great respect for.
Yes, we do.
It's like the wise, would you call him uncle?
Yeah, uncle, grandpa, that guy.
Fatherly.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
He's rarely wrong. Can you think of a time he was wrong?
Kind of like the Yoda guy.
He's just solid. Interview is bringing up different things to get his take on, just so you know, because we don't hear all of this news of what's going on.
Right.
But
Muslims stormed the opening night of the Christmas market in Brussels, waving Palestinian flags, setting off smoke bombs and scaring families, coming to your town if Islam is not exiled from the West. Victor, I've seen numerous other videos of Germany particularly have these Christmas seasonal things in their plazas. There are now many places they're surrounded by these massive concrete blocks to prevent any car bombings, etc. I don't know that German citizens are going to be car bombing their Christmas seasonal markets. It's all because of the growing and intensifying local Muslim outrage at these kind of institutions, which, and as I said at the beginning, also we see many signs of church masses being disrupted, priests being smacked, urinating at St. Peter's, etc. This is getting more prevalent. Your thoughts?
okay, before he even answers, do you hear any of that stuff?
Yes.
Here and there?
Yeah, here and there, yeah.
How is that allowed to happen?
It's not only allowed to happen, but there's no guardrail to stop it. They just, it goes unpunishable.
Yes.
And you have to accept it.
Yes.
Or you're the one that ends up in trouble. This is, again, I mean, you sound like an alarmist. We sound like, we're just freak shows here, but it's absolutely true. This
Dude,
is happening.
Think about what the reports have been out of Minneapolis about the intimidation.
Yes.
And you don't think it could happen in the United States?
Well, you hear
or
it on
Dearborn.
the city council of Dearborn.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, get out if you don't like it.
Here's Victor Davis Hanson.
Well, I'll just enumerate them. There are many. Number one, there's no reciprocity, thank God. I mean, do you really believe that if you were a Christian, and there's a few left in the West Bank, but if you were in the West Bank and you decided to go, the Feast of Ramadan, go desecrate a mosque, I don't think you'd be alive. Number two, what is the reaction of the authorities to this, the government? Well, the reaction of the government is we are left-wing secularists, maybe agnostics or even atheists. So we look at our Christians as deviant people. So if you want to go torment them, we're not going to get involved. This is in fact, DEI postulates that we should favor the non-white, non-European, non-Christian movement over its antithesis here in Europe or the United States. So these people who desecrate Christmas ornaments, festivities, shrines, do so on the prompt, basically, implicit though it is, that they can get away with it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's why it cannot ever be allowed in this country. It can't.
Well, it is.
It's
it's
got to stop.
Pockets of this country, yes.
Yes.
No, man, it's frightening. It's
and what you hear from legacy media is, whining about ICE being in Minneapolis.
Right.
Yeah. Don't listen to that crap for a second.
And they're always barking about you're on the wrong side of history. No matter what it is. I mean, so I'm gonna argue, say, hey, listen, you're on the wrong side of history here if you're supporting that because.
Oh, you don't think it'll happen?
Well, exactly.
Absolutely can happen.
There's no satisfaction in it until you have total control.
Well, yes, that's just.
I mean, you're restless until then.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just part of it.
Yep.
Okay. Did you see the story about Greenpeace losing in a U.S. court over the pipeline damage they did? All I thought if you saw this story, you were going to remind me of how I used to give money to Greenpeace.
Well,
I've done some dumb things.
You were a Greenpeace warrior.
I was in my early 20s.
You had the T-shirt.
And I read Rolling Stone magazine and believed it all.
Yeah.
Save the whales, Scott.
Well, and that's how you met a lot of women. That's,
Now, hold on a second. I did no, whoa.
Well,
you're going to make it sound like I was dating a bunch of hippie chicks.
No, but it was like, oh, that's so nice.
Yes,
really my purpose in life is to save the whales. That's really what I'm here for.
It was that and Hugo, who is my sponsor child in Bolivia.
Yes. I thought you were sponsoring a whale.
No, I didn't sponsor a whale.
It was Hugo.
No, there was Hugo, and then there was saving the dolphins from the nets, the tuna nets, and then the whales.
Yeah, I know.
And that was just...
Dolphins are cute.
I thought that if I do those things, I can get away with all the rest of my sinful behavior. I can even it out. That's not the way it works.
Well, it did work for a while.
All right. What else is out there? Anyway, yeah, they lost in court. And now I see a story like that, and I just laugh. Yes. It's got to pay $667 million to the developer of the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Yeah, they wrecked it.
Can't do that.
No, you can't do that. No.
Boneheads. Yeah. Anyway.
Save the pipelines.
Save the pipelines!
That's what I'm in for that. Yeah.
Golly.
Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah. I still have the mug somewhere, too.
No, you do?
Yes.
I was wondering about if you had any of the paraphernalia left over.
If you want me to bring it in sometime.
From your Greenpeace days.
Yeah, I think the Greenpeace shirt I had on the back said 25 years of raising hell. Earth! Do you ever wish you could go back in time and kick your own ass?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I wish I could.
Many times. Many times.
Idiot.
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with the digital jukebox? You go out and they have the digital jukeboxes. I want to pay for this.
I have seen them, yeah.
It's interesting because they do their year end. It's a lot different than Apple Music or Spotify as far as what people want.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the jukebox stuff, yeah.
Album of the year went to Morgan Wallen's I'm the Problem.
Right. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
You're juiced up, you're out in the bar, you're having a good time, you're.
Well, what do you think is the music style that is played the most?
I would imagine. I thought it would be the newer country artists, but I could be wrong.
Country's second, 24%.
Really?
Yeah.
Rap?
Rap and hip-hop is third with 14%.
Rock?
Pop is 11%. Rock is number 1, 38%.
Yeah.
The top 5 bands.
AC/DC.
Yes? Did you already see this?
No, but I just remember from my days being in bars.
Okay.
You get these guys all revved up and they want to hear AC/DC.
What's second?
Guns N' Roses?
No.
I thought it would be.
You want a hint?
Motley?
No. What song is it you want to hear?
Skinner.
Yeah, baby.
All right. See, I get that too. I can't completely get it.
Number 5 was the Stones. 4, Fleetwood Mac. Number 3, you would never get.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Queen.
No, sir.
Rush.
The Nick.
No.
The Nick.
Really?
Nickelback was third. Yeah. It's wild. Well, more on that coming up. News update and the 5 stories we're watching today. Just a few.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day. That's cvshealth.com/investor day.
A stiff chair makes you sit. An X chair lets you float. Upgrade to an X chair, engineered for better posture and focus. The secret? Patented lumbar support that adjusts instantly. SiFloat Infinite Recline that moves effortlessly with you. X chair is next level ergonomic seating that truly floats. Right now, you can save up to 50% with the X chair holiday sale. Supplies are limited, so visit xchair.com today for up to 50% off. That's xchair.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. David Van Camp's out back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins.
Yo,
and
man.
now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Story number 5. Man, 2 New Jersey brothers were arrested with charges tied to terroristic threats against Department of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem's top public-facing deputy, who is Tricia McLaughlin. And these brothers also vowed to shoot ICE agents on sight. This is Ricardo Antonio Roman Flores and Emilio Roman Flores, both from Jersey, right next to Atlantic City. They also posted on X they wanted to torture and kill McLaughlin.
Gosh.
In medieval fashion. So keeping an eye on that one.
Couple of dandies, huh?
Oh, no doubt about it. Story number 4. A new report from the failing New York Times says that President Biden was told he could have stopped illegal immigration, but chose not to. And was even warned before he won the presidency that some of his immigration policies would lead to political chaos.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. And I'll just mention there are plenty of people that think this whole story is made up. That there are people saying, okay, who are the officials? Like, it doesn't really exist. There was no one really in his ear saying those things. Because if they were the officials that were trying to bring reason, why?
They weren't. They weren't trying to bring reason.
Well, why would they be anonymous? If you're the hero, why not say, I'm putting my name to this. I tried to tell him.
I don't know. The thing about it is the Biden administration Trump was for it. Whatever he was for, they were against.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, man. That's how it works.
Story number 3, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE terror groups under Florida law.
Good.
Yeah.
Should.
A lot of people are applauding that. Story 2, Nick Swordor is suing Portland.
Yeah.
$10 million. This goes back to October 2nd when he was covering the protest outside of the Portland ICE facility and just filming clashes between the demonstrators and the federal agents. And then he was assaulted. Saw that on video.
Oh, yeah.
2 left-wing protesters, and then he also then was detained. So as this went down, October 6th, the local DA declined to prosecute Swordor, citing insufficient evidence. Then on December 8th, Swordor's legal team notified Portland of a planned $10 million federal lawsuit accusing the Portland Police Bureau of systematically targeting conservatives, violating his First and Fourth Amendment rights, and turning a blind eye to left-wing violence. See where that goes.
Yeah, watch that one closely.
And story number 1, which is kind of funny. There's a $1 billion federal grant program for airports to bring in pull-up bars and play zones and spark health.
I like pull-up bars and sparking health in the same sentence.
Like, we got to get healthier. People are just sitting around. They got to do something. Do some pull-ups or push-ups or something.
12-ounce curls.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. Okay.
Yeah, you kids go run in the playpen over there. You guys get over there. Daddy will be here at the bar.
Another story, I'm just seeing the headline that Kamala Harris has declared herself to be a historic figure.
No, she hasn't.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, and that she, what was it? Yeah, also said that there will be a marble bust of her constructed in Congress. We got to get to the bottom of that story. Is that real?
I want more on that.
That's Fox is reporting that. That can't be. Yeah, I'm historic. There's going to be a marble bust. Yeah, we got to get to that. And you got your 3 big stories of the day. Yeah. Yes, the trifecta.
Marble bust.
Yes, all coming up right here. Van Camp and Robin Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennials, out today. He's back tomorrow. There's the sexy boomer, Scott Robbins.
Yo, man.
Okay. Kamala Harris did say there will be a marble bust of me.
God, jeez. I can't believe this.
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. I think this is a little misleading as far as the headline from Fox.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
And I think you'll understand why in a second.
Upon further review.
It's not that it's dishonest. It's just misleading.
Okay.
All right. So as you read into the story, former Vice President Kamala Harris declared herself to be a historic figure on Tuesday and touted there will be a marble bust of her constructed in Congress.
I'm a historic figure.
She made the statement during an interview with the failing New York Times regarding her book, 107 Days. Telling the newspaper she no longer feels burdened by the need to achieve a place in history. She told the Times, I understand the focus on 2028 and all that, but there will be a marble bust of me in Congress. I am a historic figure like any vice president of the United States ever was.
Yeah.
Thousands of people are coming to hear my voice. Thousands and thousands. Every place we've gone has been sold out. She's talking about the book tour. Her comments reference a tradition in the Senate of commissioning a bust of vice presidents after they leave office. The tradition has held strong since the late 1800s.
Oh.
So we learned something today.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. So the fact that she said there will be a marble bust of me,
okay,
yeah, because they do that already. But it makes it sound like she's saying, hey,
I never knew there was like a Hall of Vice Presidential bus.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Mm-mm.
Historic figure. Well, I suppose.
Well, people will say that.
Well, yeah.
You know, groundbreaking. I don't think they're going to tell the reason why. She was the first woman of color to be the vice president.
Yeah.
Because that was the deal Joe Biden made with Jim Clyburn to get the nomination when everybody lined up behind Joe. When people just started dropping out. Like Klobuchar and Mayor Pete and everybody. So like, okay, better get in line.
Right.
It was, yep, you're going to have to pick a woman of color, vice president. That's the deal.
Well, I mean, Biden boxed himself in on that in the Supreme Court.
Yes.
He had no choice.
No, he had to do exactly what they said because
Absolutely.
that was the popular thought. Without Clyburn, he doesn't get the nomination.
Right, and he said so on the campaign trail. He was going to do it, and he did it.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the few things he kept his promise on.
Jeez.
Oh, I love you back.
Yeah.
There's your bust.
There it is.
That's what it will say. It'll be animatronic. That'll be the verbiage.
I wonder if they'll have the ceremony in the morning.
Joy cometh in the morning.
Of course
I hope
it does.
so. Yeah, because that's where all the joy is at.
Yeah.
Yay!
Right.
And hope they have the yellow buses and everything that take people to the event as well, because that's fascinating.
Here's the thing. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus?
Everybody.
I can't do that one again. I just can't do
Everybody
it.
does.
Golly.
Everybody.
I just broke news.
Stop. Oh, gosh. Does she understand she doesn't have a prayer of winning the nomination?
No.
That's the reason I really want her to run. Because the failure will be spectacular.
Well, is that right that she's selling out everywhere with this book tour? Is that accurate? I can't believe that. There are that many
That's what she
people that
said.
want to. I mean, is she doing it in a 30-capacity building?
This is what you don't know, okay? You don't know how much tickets are. You don't know how big the house is.
How papered it is.
You don't know how papered it is.
Right. Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah. I don't. And I suppose if there's a busload of people, 1,000 people or whatever that come for free,
yeah,
they're allowed to take one person with them or whatever, you know? So, yeah, there's all kinds of ways around that.
Well, not only that, but I mean, no matter where you're listening right now, think about the town you're in. And think about the liberal women, especially the ones that are older. In your mind, would they want to go to something like that? I'm betting they would.
Oh, they would. Yeah, I agree. And there'll be some guys they'll be drug along to this event too.
Yeah,
because they're afraid of taking a beating from their wife.
And that's the reason they would go, you think?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
My gosh. All right, other things that we got to get. We usually do this, like get to anything else that we haven't gotten to yet right before.
Right.
You know, your big three.
It's like the leftover portion of the show. Yes.
Well, but it's still,
Yeah.
I mean, good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned the digital jukebox numbers from the end of the year.
Yes.
We only got to touch on part of that.
Got
Was
the top three,
bands.
right?
Well, it was the most played genre, like in the bars and stuff, in the restaurants, is rock, followed by country, then rap, hip hop. Pop is last. Sorry, Scott.
Yeah, that's all right.
But we mentioned the top bands, which was AC/DC, Skinner, Nickelback, Fleetwood Mac, and the Stones.
Fleetwood Mac.
Top 5 male artists. Morgan Wallen. Not a surprise.
Dude, it's
Zach
huge.
Bryan, Shabuzi,
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton, Toby Keith. Love this bar. It's got to get played everywhere.
Oh, I
right?
love that song.
And then female artist, Chappelle Roan.
Chapel Roan.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Not familiar. Is that pop?
Yeah, she's a wafy pop singer.
Okay.
Yes.
Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Jessie Murph, Lady Gaga. I don't think I like any of that.
No.
Where's Lainey Wilson? Listen to that.
I don't know. I'm surprised she's not on there.
But here you go. I want to see if you can guess any of these.
Okay.
The top 5 rock catalog songs
Catalog?
played on the digital jukebox. Yes.
Wait, define catalog. I mean, what is it?
That means older.
Older songs. Okay.
Yes.
Sweet Home Alabama?
No, that's not the Skinner song that gets played the most.
Freebird?
No.
Simple Man.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Simple Man.
I'll get there eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. Your favorite band, Queen?
Bohemian, I'm guessing.
No.
Really?
No.
Another one bites the dust.
No.
Crazy little thing.
No. You're striking out here, man.
I can't believe it. I'm trying to think of Fat Bottom Girls.
There you go.
Okay. I suppose, yeah. Yeah!
Take me home tonight.
Yeah. Whee! Bottom girls make the rockin' world go round.
Rock star from Nickelback. Higher from Creed.
Oh, wow.
Big comeback for Creed.
Yeah, how about that?
And then Van Morrison.
Brown-eyed girl?
Brown-eyed girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there you go. By the way, speaking of Morgan Wallen, in the news, because Theo Von, you know the comedian?
Yeah.
Got the big podcast?
Yeah.
Busted out, he and Morgan Wallen do a Bible study together.
He and Morgan Wallen do a Bible study together.
Yes.
Did I pass out during the show?
No.
Wait, are you kidding me?
No.
I never. Wow. That surprises me.
You know, I've talked about that Bible study I have at my house in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I mean, with a bunch of dudes that you wouldn't think would be at a Bible study,
Yeah.
or at least some of them that are there.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. So here's the deal. Theo Von is on with the comedian Leanne Morgan, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Having a conversation. She loves Morgan Wallen and talking about making a casserole for him. And then the Bible study thing comes out of it. Just
I'll make you a casserole.
Yeah, you promised Morgan one. Look, you make me want to give it to Morgan. I'm going to see him tomorrow at Bible study, actually, so.
You will see him at Bibles. I think he's going to end up preaching. That little thing.
You know, I have no idea.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. She's going to make Morgan Wallen a casserole
Yes.
to take the Bible study.
Yes. Yeah, Theo Von said he's an inspiring guy. He is just him.
I agree with. I can see that. Yeah, I don't know any of his songs. Not one. I don't know one song.
I bet you would know a few if you
I
heard
might.
them. You'd be like, okay, I know that song.
Can't think of one song. I mean, he's so big. He's selling out Soldier Field in Chicago. I mean, all these football stadiums and.
Oh, he's going to set records. It's
crazy.
It's a phenomenon, man.
It is.
I think Casey might even be disappointed that you didn't know any songs at all. Is he?
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, what do you don't play any of his songs on American Top 40, you liar.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
If there was still American Top, he would have because they crossed over.
Of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show.
Casey, wherever you are, you're playing like Morgan Wallen on your countdowns, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Scott Robbins trifecta. His top 3 stories of the day, helped by his hero.
Hi, it's me, Casey.
I take back what I said, Casey. I honestly didn't think you were playing them. I don't get Gethsemane radio here, though, so that's a problem.
I'm ready.
All right.
3.
It's on satellite. I don't get that. All right. Well, would you look at this? At this point in his presidency, Donald Trump is more popular and has a higher approval rating than either Obama or George W. Bush.
No way.
Thank you.
Yep, this has to be a significant blow to our pals on the left and in Never Trump land. Kind of the same thing when you think about it, but seeing the guy they hate the most, not only keeping the promises he made, but also getting support for doing so.
Give me a chance.
They so want him to fail, and by default, the country to fail. So,
Not going to happen.
Trump really doesn't care what they think or whether they like him or not. Color me shocked, but that's the way it goes. They're melting down on the left, by the way, over this news.
Of course.
Now, on with the countdown.
Not a surprise. Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
I really like this story, and it's one that I've not heard anybody report on today. Representative Ashley Hinson, a Republican out of Iowa, is unveiling a bill called the Supporting Healthy Pregnancy Act that would ensure pregnant mothers get financial support from the father before their child is born.
Oh.
In an effort by the Republican Party to affirm their pro-family ideology, as Democrats continue to accuse the GOP of being anti-choice, while also being unwilling to support women who keep their babies. She said, here's the deal. It's going to be a 50-50 split between the father of the child and the mother of the child before the child is born to take care of the medical and necessary things that have to happen.
So
before.
you're the dude you impregnated. You got to, you know.
You got to pay.
Right, that's exactly right, Mr. President. Now, here's the only problem I have, I don't know if it's a problem, because I don't know how this works, but can you identify pregnancy in utero as to who the father is? Can a guy just deny it up until the time they're born?
Sooner or later, you're going to have to pay.
Yeah, and would that be recoupable then if he denies and doesn't pay during the pregnancy?
You're going to have to pay
when
at
it's
some
proven
point.
it's
If not,
yours, then you got to pay back whatever that is. And
you want to get tough on people.
Yeah. Well, I agree.
At some point, then someone's going to scream racism. Just know that's coming.
You can feel that one coming.
Absolutely.
And the countdown continues.
It's the answer to everything.
The Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day, and finally...
One.
Yes.
Weird story here. The family of a 35-year-old guy who died aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise after allegedly being served 33 alcoholic drinks has filed a lawsuit. The family has 7 months after the autopsy ruled death by homicide.
Hold on a second. Does it give the time frame of the 33?
It was over a period of a few hours.
Okay, so not like extended in a day.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Michael Virgil, 35, and his family aboard the Royal Caribbean Navigator in Los Angeles. They were on their way to Mexico, a trip that intended to be a fun vacation. What began as routine departure quickly unraveled. The lawsuit says after an onboard incident, the family, which includes his fiancée and their young son, who has autism, by the way, has filed a wrongful death suit. Now, they get there, right?
Okay.
And the lawsuit claims this anyway. The cruise ship is responsible, claiming that he was overserved. No, they got there, and their cabin wasn't ready yet. So they head to the bar.
Okay.
And he's still popping them back. And the mother and the child, she says, I imagine the cabin's ready. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back and get in the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Now, they don't tell him which cabin they're in. They forget to tell him. So now he's hammered out of his mind, right?
Okay.
So now he's going down the hallways, banging on the doors of the cabins, screaming about letting him in. Security shows up. They drop him and on the ground, cuff him. And, of course, they used a pepper spray to bring him down. And also they injected him with something called Haprodol or something like that to calm him down.
Okay.
And that, of course, caused the asphyxiation, apparently, that took place after that.
Oh, my gosh.
And the guy died. Now, the jury in this case is going to have to decide whether it's his own damn fault for being intoxicated and out of his mind and banging on doors, or the fault that he was overserved at the bar, and then the preceding way they brought him down. I mean, this is a tough one. 33 drinks.
33.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Does it say what he was drinking?
It doesn't. But, okay, whatever it is. Because 33 beers, it'd be, out of control.
Well, yeah, of
I don't know
course.
how
Not,
anybody
in
can
that
drink
amount of time, it would have to
33
be
of
some
anything.
sort of like hard liquor.
I would think so. But even then.
Whoa. That's freaking
even
sad.
back in my hard boozing days, I can't imagine 33 drinks.
Well, you were always kind of a wuss when it came to shots.
And there you have it.
That's why. I'd be banging on cruise ship doors.
Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day.
Where am I?
Scott, you want to do a shot?
I didn't do shots. I didn't do many shots.
We were stupid. The whole thing's stupid.
I did a shot or two with you because the pressure was on.
Well, see, I shouldn't have even brought it up. It's all stupid.
If you were really cool,
I
you'd do
never
a
said
shot
that.
right now.
I never said that.
If you really were a rocker,
I never said that. I might have said you were a female cat. I'm not proud of that either. News update and Nimrod's in the news coming up.
Today, I'm here with Amy Rencher, Senior Vice President of Small Business and Talent at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation, or the MEDC, as we like to call it, plays a critical role in really a networked statewide approach to supporting tech-based entrepreneurs and more traditional small businesses across the state of Michigan. This really is a networked approach. We see ourselves as a convener, connector among partners to export resources, helping lift up best practice across the field, align with national standards, industry standards for best-in-class service to entrepreneurs for benchmarking purposes, for access to capital, for other growth-related milestones, hiring for the first time, hiring many people for the first time. All these things help make for a rich entrepreneurial ecosystem for which we're a key player in.
To hear more of this interview with Amy Rencher from MEDC, go to thismorningwithgordondeal.com and click on the MEDC microphone.
Nothing beats seeing that Omaha Steaks cooler show up on your porch. It's hands down the perfect holiday gift. Right now, they've got their Sizzle All the Way sale going on, 50% off everything at omahasteaks.com. And if you use our promo code Markley at checkout, you'll get an extra $35 off.
I'm a huge fan of all of their steaks. The filet mignon is my absolute favorite. It's awesome on the grill. I always get that perfect crust on the outside, and the inside stays nice and juicy. And, well, in my case, I like it basically still mooing. And I can do that very easily with Omaha Steaks. Ordering super easy, too. And if you place your order by 6 p.m. Eastern, it ships the same day.
Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Just visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Markley, M-A-R-K-L-E-Y, at checkout. Terms apply. See the site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code Markley.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp will be back tomorrow. There's Scott Robbins. You probably know how stressful holiday cooking can be. Seems like every family's got one of those stories. Like turkey still frozen, or the roast tastes like a leather boot.
Yikes.
Something like that. You can avoid it all with Chef IQ Sense. It takes all the guesswork out of cooking. I got to tell you a quick story. Did steaks not long ago on the grill. Had 2 family members say, Dad, best steaks you've ever done.
Wow.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a grill master. I mean, I try.
Yeah.
But, man, this has made it so easy. It's the wireless cooking thermometer. It tells you when to flip it, or when to take it off the heat, or even how long to let it rest. It's like having your own personal chef in the kitchen without having to pay one. And you can actually relax a little while the food is in the oven, hang out, whatever, instead of hovering over the oven all day when you're talking about holiday cooking.
And it'll help you with anything, too, you're cooking, including steaks, chicken, fish, turkey, anything. Chef IQ's got you covered. Seriously, you're going to wonder how you ever cooked without this. So it's the ultimate gift for seasoned pros or the rookies in the kitchen. This season, give the perfectly cooked meals with Chef IQ, and with our promo code MVCR, you can save 30% and get your shopping done. Go to chefiq.com, promo code MVCR, chefiq.com.
Just saw a headline. Politico names Trump most powerful person in Europe. That's hilarious. There'll be more on that later. Okay. Now we got to get to Nimrod.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. We go to Waterbury, Connecticut. Aaron Rodriguez de los Santos, 26. He follows this woman home, pushes her, takes her key fob to her Honda Civic, steals the car.
Oh, no.
Yes. Cops find it later. Okay, they get it back. He still has the fob. He steals it again.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, they got him. Finally.
Good.
Stole the same car twice, and that's Nimrod's in the News.